By the way,
And
Sean
I
has
said you have to narfle the Garthok. What?
exactly. You know what I found today? You know what I found today? And you know what's really bad? Okay, so I have a senior therapist and a junior therapist hanging out with me and my boy for IBI. And by the makers of the gummy bear cereal, they have made a song called Nookie Nookie.
That sounds wrong.
It is wrong. Nookie Nookie Looky Looky, and then something something nothing tastes as good as Nookie Nookie. And I'm like, what is my son watching?
Look, I've walked into my kids watching some YouTube video and heard like just really bad things and be like, okay, that's really inappropriate. You got to turn that off.
Yeah, well, we have the added bonus of having Jack's teachers present and Jack being 5.
Well, if it's any consolation, my wife is actually a little upset with me right now because I let my son play with my tablet last night, and I walked out of the room. When I walked back into the room, it was playing Lords of Acid.
Oh no! Was it the
okay.
You know what that song?
The Pussy song. It
the
wasn't the Pussy song.
Okay.
It wasn't the Pussy song. It was the song that started, "Darling, come here, fuck me up the dun 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 dun."
Oh man, was your son jamming?
I have heard of a 5-year-old who.
Nah, he didn't.
But yeah, I've heard of a 5-year-old that can sing "My Neck, My Back" from memory, the whole song.
God, no, thank you.
Yeah, well,
that was just disturbing.
How do you learn that at that age without somebody showing it to you or whatever?
You hear it over and over and over and over and over and over again every weekend when your mom's in the kitchen crying because daddy ain't home.
I see.
That's right. If it helps my son, and my son realizes that my son, we try to keep him. We're trying to be as cryptic as we can around him.
Yeah.
But
good luck.
When we're in the living room and my wife's digging through a bag of like mixed candy for a piece of candy for him and tosses me a Tootsie Roll, and I'd sit there, cotton candy, sweet and low, and then hold that up. Yeah, sooner or later he's going to figure that out.
Yeah,
let me see that Tootsie Roll. Is that song?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Maria, you realize we're dating ourselves, right?
I also kind of want to add, you don't want to be like cryptic. That guy's racist.
He can't be racist. He's Asian.
I was going to say, you realize cryptic's actually a word, right?
By the way, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm messing.
And he's Asian. He can't be racist. So he's waiting to be 50-50.
Well, I was just saying, yeah, we're waiting for our third chick to arrive. So if you're wondering why we haven't started, comedically going at it, it's because Math Queen's getting tuckers. And it's my fault because she says there's no food in the house, and I've been taunting her with tacos all day today. So she's just gone to get some Mexicans.
Because even when you're on a level playing field, you still can't compete with men.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's right.
Agreed.
That's right.
I will concede to a lot of those things because we are built differently. There are separate differences in between us. However, that doesn't make one or the other any less. And in fact, I think it's supposed to be complementary. That way, we have
I think
more.
You're taking this too seriously, no offense.
Me?
Well, for the most part, the differences between sexes are supposed. No, the difference in the sexes are supposed to be complementary.
Exactly. I'm not trying to be too serious. I guess I just come off that way.
No. But you're right. The biggest one. Well, the lowest lying fruit and examples. Women like pickles. They can't open the jars. A lot, men can't open the jars.
That is my thing.
Do what now?
I am always talking about how pickle jars opening is an asset.
I'm sure.
Dude,
I was gonna say. I'm
Living-
sure my wife will disagree on it being your thing, considering every time I walk in the door, there's a half dozen jars waiting for me to open.
I will say this. Living alone, I had to learn how to open pickle jars by myself. I've had to learn how to kill spiders by myself. I've had to learn how to fix the toilet by myself. So, yeah.
I just walked across the hall and knocked on my neighbor's door. All the time.
My mom does get really mad at me when I tighten her pop bottle.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too. Don't
See, the last time I played a prank with somebody's soda pop bottle is I took the lid off of a bottle of Diet Coke and tied a Mentos to the inside of the cap and put it back real careful.
Chucker, don't give me ideas.
I don't drink Diet Coke, so
It'd still work with normal Coke, wouldn't it? If you had like a bottle of, yeah, it would.
It would actually, it would. It would work.
It does. It's just less fizzy.
Yeah, not as fizzy, but it still works.
I also don't do bottles. I only do cans. So try again, sir.
I could stick a few mints in there, I guess. I don't know.
Without me noticing? Fucking hate mint. I'll smell that shit the minute I walk in.
Yeah, with your super blind smell.
Some of us have to do bottles around here because there's a jackass cat that likes to knock everything off.
Like your cat.
Freaking. I can't keep anything on my table.
I assume you mean your cat.
Yeah. The cat just loves knocking everything and anything.
You want to know why?
Yes, please tell me why.
Your cat's bored. You need to play with her more. Literally. You just need to play with your cat so that they're almost panting for 15 minutes every day and they'll stop knocking shit off the counter or the table. Guaranteed. Your cat is fucking bored. When they knock shit off, they're looking at you going, no, fucking bored, asshole. Flap.
Is that also why a cat would like run through a room making weird noises?
Yep.
My cat used to do that.
It's because they're bored.
The thing is, whenever I did try to play with the cat, I wasn't interested, so... Yeah.
Well, that's because you didn't find what made its mojo tick. Not all cats play.
Yeah, I should get out the laser pointer more.
Yes, you should, because if you play with your cat for 15 minutes every day, I guarantee that irritating behavior will diminish.
It hasn't diminished for you, though, has it?
Yeah, she's a really good cat. She doesn't counter surf much unless there's a plant up there. She doesn't...
She also ate your flower, so...
Well, she ate my, like I said, plants, but that's because I give her a lot of plants, so, like, it's not her fault. She doesn't wake me up at night. She only irritates me when I stream every day, usually around the same time, too, because cats are creatures of habit.
Yeah, so that'll be why she always interrupts my stream.
Yes, because she's like, oh, Blonde Girl's actually awake and stuff. She's going to play with me around exactly this time, and... That's usually when your stream starts, because I'm like, all right, I got Scotty's stream to get through. All right, cool. And I just start using the laser pointer while I'm listening to you do stuff. So
fuck you.
To play with her every goddamn day at 5 o'clock now. It's your fault, Scotty.
How's it my fault?
Because you started streaming at 5.
Yeah, thank you, Pingu, for the sub.
Wait.
See, my cat just wants attention when you're sitting on the toilet.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
I don't think you're watching this, but yeah, thank you.
Love how you're thanking yourself in my stream, like they're totally gonna be here.
I keep wanting
It just popped up though. It just popped up on my thing, so.
Oh wait, does that mean I got one too?
I keep wanting to test that bear and rabbit joke with my cat. You ever hear that one?
No.
Bear and rabbit are sitting there next to the woods, taking a dump. That bear asks the rabbit, "Do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur?" Rabbit says, "Why no?" So the bear wipes his ass with the rabbit. Yeah.
Oh, I just checked. I'm only 4 behind, you know.
Yeah, I gained 1 sub, but I don't know who it was. And yeah, you are only 4 behind me. God fucking damn it.
Catching up.
Yeah, don't get a big head or anything.
I'm not.
Seeing here I am sitting at
Actually,
122 and
five
happy
behind
with
you.
that.
5 behind you. I'm
Yeah.
catching up though.
Oh, God, learn to count.
Yeah, well, there was a point when you were like double
How
me
many
at one point.
supplement-jiggers do I have?
There was a point when you were like double me, and now I'm like 5 behind you now.
Yeah, I think it's because
Yeah.
you basically, stole a bunch of people that were already subbed to me. So there.
You stole a bunch of people? What?
You.
I didn't. I stole like a bit of Ghost Boost subs. That was it.
Where do you think my audience comes from?
Yeah, that's why we have the same audience.
Yeah, but they subbed to me first.
Yeah, but I also have people that appear in my chat that don't appear in yours.
You're like 1, maybe 2.
Nah.
I'm trying to find a chick. I don't think Matt's coming back.
Here's where I sit and brag about, y'all talk about you've got this many subs, you've got this many subs. I've got one guy that chills for me in my stream and other streams. Hi, Thunder.
Hey, I can't give you money. I might as well shill.
Yes, thank you for the shields being Thunder. It is much appreciated.
And that's why we all appreciate it and love you for that. It's very sweet.
Yeah, we don't have a third chick for this Chicks versus Dicks. This is just fucking sad. God, I'd even take Profit AOC at this point.
I don't know.
There's got to be somebody, surely.
Well, you realize,
Can I be
I was going to say, Profit
asexual
AOC
for a
is
while
really
for
a
it still
guy,
even?
so.
Wait, what? What, Green Thunder?
I'll be asexual for a second, so it's still even.
You can be our moderator. If we get too savage with each other, you can just mute us.
I'm trying to see if I've gotten the DMs, but
yeah, I've been doing DMs too, and nobody's been responding. So fuck this shit. We need to start arguing about stuff. Men versus women. Fuck this. I'm so gonna just give Green Thunder all the powers that I can give him.
so Green Thunder's not a woman then, is he?
Green Thunder is now our mod.
He could be the ref. Yeah.
He's the referee. If we start getting too into it, he can start lowering our volume or muting or getting all like, hey, stop being so savage, bitches. You got this, Green Thunder?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Write your name in the snow.
Been there, done that.
I like how even you get. I like how you
Be
even get.
standing up without getting your leg wet. We win.
I like how the person you get to ref is a man, because women couldn't possibly do that job. No one.
Which one?
Oh, no.
Do
I'm
what
not
now?
saying anything, so I'm giving you the angry glare from across the world.
Which I can't see.
I can still glare.
Don't worry, neither can she.
Yeah.
You know what? Even though I'm blind, I can glare. I can give the death glare. I can give you the look. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think yesterday you called me honey bunny.
I did. I called you a little honey bunny because you're so cute.
So are you. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. You're so adorable.
Oh my god. But you also suck because you're a woman. So.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh.
You realize that like men have a false sense of power, right?
In what sense?
How often have you fallen victim to the vagina?
Not as often as you'd think.
I didn't mean you personally. I meant men in general. Think about this.
I'm an individual, so.
No.
Like almost if Helen of Troy, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or being tempted and having your whole career or presidential legacy ruined because of it. In that aspect, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, wait, are you? Oh, that was a good one, Cubane. I like that. Yeah, like that. You know, and you know what? Even in like the BDSM realm, the women are the ones that have the safe words.
BDSM's not a fair comparison on that one.
Yeah, but the dominant males, right? When you have the dominant male versus the woman, okay? Like women have all the power because the male can be as dominant as he wants, but like A, how squishy is a penis gonna get whenever you start crying and whimpering about it? And 2, we've got the safe words to make you get the fuck off. So yeah, we got all the power technically.
Except the split between doms and subs and BDSM is actually tends to be about more 50-50, but in a lot of cases where the male tends to be behind closed doors with BDSM, it tends to run opposite of how it is in real life. So a dominant man would be in real life would be more subversive and vice versa. So with that 50-50 split where of doms and subs, it can be said either way as far as who is the, who's got the safe words and who has all the power. So BDSM in and of itself is not really a good comparison.
You know what, Cuban? You know what this is? This, ladies and gentlemen, is denial.
It's not denial.
It's denial. It's all denial of the vagina. The power of the vagina. I'm gonna take a Louis C.K. quote for a moment, even though this totally goes against everything I believe in. But technically, when women have abortions, what they're really saying is no more you. There's enough yous on this planet. We don't need any more. Just no more yous.
Even though you hate abortions.
Like I said, it goes against everything I stand for to use this. But since we're on chicks versus
in Louis C.K., also the comedian that said, when a woman wants to have an abortion, make her carry the child to full term. The child becomes a ward of the state and ends up being a soldier. So when it gets killed overseas in battle, the mother will get a letter and says, "Remember that abortion you wanted? Done."
Yeah, he also did that.
But I can just say, you kill your own unborn kids then.
Well, in terms of women, though, we can totally just decide no more of DNA. We can just be like, no, fuck that, abortion. Yeah, that's right, because women have the power.
Yeah, the power to kill your own kids. Fantastic.
But it's still the power to do so. It's not a good idea, but it's the power to do so. Now, like I said, I don't agree.
I might argue like it's a good thing.
I don't agree with anything I just said, but in the case of winning this argument.
Here's the thing. From what I was reading, protected classes started out because of discrimination. The Equal Pay Act for women was a part of that. Ending racism and allowing races, gender, sex, all that to have an equal opportunity for jobs.
Oh, that's another thing, actually.
That is why it's considered, a protected class. However, just because they are a protected class doesn't mean that they cannot be criticized, that people can't call them out on stuff, that if they do something wrong, they should be punished as equally as everybody else.
Yep.
That's my point of view on it. Me?
Well, there's another thing then, Blanco. Since you said that a man assaulting a woman is worse than a woman assaulting a man, should they also get, when it comes to a job, should they get paid the same since you say they're weaker?
Yeah.
Therefore, they can do less jobs, so therefore they can do less work than a man can do. So should they get paid the same then?
That's not true.
Listen, it depends. It depends on the job. It depends on the job. If it's a physical job and the woman cannot handle it, obviously she cannot do the duties that the job requires, right? So that's a different sort of, it's not even a loophole. It's like if you can't do the job, then you have to go, sort of thing. Should we get paid the same if we put in the same amount of hours, the same amount of work? Absolutely. If we're doing the exact same thing right next to you guys, absolutely we should be getting paid the same. Now, if you're sitting there slacking off, because I experienced this in the military, trust me, and you tell me that you're not going to pull water because you just got your fucking nails done, I'm going to go off on you because you're the type of female that gives the other females a bad name.
Yes. And
in relation to that,
second note to Scotty, just because I say you guys are physically stronger and we might be physically weaker doesn't mean that we're incapable of doing the same amount of work or the same hours of work as you. What it means is that maybe we can't carry 50 fucking bricks half a mile, but you might be able to. However, if instead we're coordinating where to put the bricks and how to lay them out, why shouldn't we get paid just as much as you, even if it's not as physically laborious? What the hell?
I'm saying if it's the exact same job.
It may be the same job, but there's different.
It's not the same job, though, is it? Because someone's carrying the bricks, someone's coordinating the bricks. That's two different.
If you have to build
two different jobs within the same project, though.
Yeah, but if you had to build a building, the guy planning out the building versus the guy carrying the bricks, you're saying one of them is doing more work than the other, really?
Not necessarily, but
the bricklayer versus the helper.
No, the bricklayer
for a different job is communism, isn't it? It's the same job as communism. I wouldn't agree with that.
Even amongst men, the bricklayer and the lumper will make different amounts.
Yes, they will. But Scotty's statement was, if you're not physically as strong as us, you can't do as much labor as long of hours, etc., which is clearly untrue. Because
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. What I said was.
Yes, you did. I can scroll back and play it again. You want to hear your own voice, Scotty?
No, what I'm saying. No, let me finish my point, please. What I am saying is that you said women should be protected because they're weaker than men, right? So does that mean?
Yeah, I meant that as in a physical.
So I'm using that as an example to say that you would also think that you can't do the same work as men, and therefore you shouldn't get paid the same as men for the same job.
No. See, go ahead, Brian, because I may have misconstrued something you said.
I'm just going by what you said, not what I actually agree with.
Yeah, but you're just saying women and men for the same job. Well, women and men wouldn't be doing the same job if it's physically lifting shit, although technically, a more nuanced stance, we technically have wheelbarrows and shit that can carry the load while we just push it. So, yeah, we should be getting.
But the same amount of physical or the same physical demanding job is still going to be as physically demanding, whether it's a man or a woman doing it.
I was a firefighter for 10 years, and let me tell you one thing. There were things that I could not carry. I could not carry that 5-inch hose. I couldn't start certain pumps. And it was because I didn't have the upper body strength. Fine. However, I was an important part of the team because I could do other things. I could pull the hose down when we were fighting the fire. I could work as a gas-free engineer. Just because you can't physically do something, but you still love doing that particular thing, you can find your own role in it.
And you should be the same as the man.
But you're
correct.
But you're speaking, but in a sense like that, you're talking about a role in a team where you find a position that builds directly to your strength.
Correct.
If they're, say, in my case, for truck drivers, at a warehouse, they're hiring lumpers. Where, as far as in driving, the lumper is the person who actually does the physical loading and unloading of the truck. If a woman were to go apply to be a lumper, she'll be offered the same amount of money as a man, but she'll be required to do the same amount of work. And when it comes to fully unloading these trucks and then reloading them, that's not light work.
No, it's not. But I agree with the fact, give them a chance. If they can't do it, then that's the end of that, If they think they can do it, give them a chance. I mean, I'm not the strongest female by any means, but I've seen some pretty strong-ass females, like muscle-wise, who could probably outlift other men. I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule.
True.
Oh man, I want whatever car went doot because it sounds expensive.
The pay thing I can agree with, though.
Yeah. Why would you want a car?
For a man to drive it.
I can't drive.
You should learn.
Why?
So that you can drive the expensive car.
I can't afford an expensive car.
Well, if I had an expensive car.
Okay then.
Well, why would you not want to learn to drive if I had an expensive car for you to drive? I mean, it's Canada. There's snow.
I would also have to get used to. I would also have to get used to the fact of driving on the wrong side of the road as well. But
You don't drive anyways, so there's nothing to get used to. But even if you did have to get used to
I'm
that,
just saying the car being on the wrong side of the road.
yeah, fair enough. But even so, it's
That's a fear of mine, and I've actually heard it's pretty easy to switch over, Scotty.
No, because I'm still when I watch soccer stream, I'm still not used to it.
It's okay. Once you're here all the time, you'll totally be used to it. And then when you go home, you'll be like, "Whoa, we really were driving on the wrong side."
No, the car should be on the left side of the road.
Yeah, but
always.
see, our cars are on the right side of the road. Therefore, we're on the right side of the road. Get it?
No, it means you're on the wrong side of the road because you should drive on the left.
But right is right. Like, right. It's the word right. Therefore, it's right.
No.
How can you argue that?
Are you tripping over yourself right now?
I'm just... My brain is kind of exploding.
Your brain never stopped exploding, did it?
No. It's continuously...
Blind girl, answer me. When it comes to like the right hand versus the left hand side of the road, answer me a question. Are you right-handed or left-handed with writing?
Right.
I'm left-handed. The differences between you and me writing and learning to do stuff with our hands growing up is the same difference. That's all.
Yeah, but this is the road. We're on the right because it's the word right. God damn it!
I could drive on the left. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, but the left.
I think on it.
Right. God damn it!
I think honestly,
the left side is the correct side to drive on.
Honestly, I think we just did it to mess with the UK.
They don't get the puns, do they?
No, but Japan also does it.
Fuck Japan.
To get your puns, you're just terrible at them. Where's Cryptic? He's better.
You know what?
Women aren't funny.
Cryptic.
Men are funnier.
No. Cryptic is an individual. He doesn't class as a man in general. You don't get him on your team because he's Cryptic.
I'm just saying he's better than puns than you are.
Yeah, well, no, Cryptic is better at puns, not he. Don't class it as a male win here because it's just Cryptic. He's an individual.
Oh, so now you're a libertarian, are you?
Only when it suits me.
Typical woman.
Besides, technically,
only thing when you suits you.
I am a libertarian. I am a
center
right. Yes, I am. I'm a center right. I have to. Peter did it on a stream, and it's a conservative libertarian.
Yes, but you always denounce libertarians.
No. I denounce liberals, and I get pissed off at libertarians. However, I still am one.
No, you're a conservative. It's tax theft.
I'm conservative libertarian, and no, tax is not theft when done correctly.
How are you a libertarian?
See, but there's a thing. You're conservative. You're a libertarian, minorly libertarian leaning conservative. Scotty and I are both flat out libertarians.
No, Scotty is also a center right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I'm not conservative. I'm center right libertarian. There's a difference.
Center right libertarian is libertarian conservative.
No, it's not. Because I'm not conservative.
Well, what is the right? What is the right, Scotty?
I'm actually quite liberal in many things.
You said you were center right, and the right is not liberal. That's left. That would be center left.
Yes, but this is a political contest test. Doesn't mean what I consider myself to be, does it?
Cuban. Don't leave me hanging here, Cuban.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Careful, she leans with us.
One of us.
Cuban conservative.
I lean towards equality. That's what I lean towards.
Wait, I thought you were conservative.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm kind of independent libertarian.
See, she's one of us.
Cuban, you know.
I mean, I do tend to side like on the conservative side, but like mostly my ideals are those. Kind of a confused puppy.
Yeah,
I will admit out of all three of us, the blind girl, I will admit out of the three of us, if you were to say any of us were extreme libertarians, I'm probably the more extreme of all three of us.
Yeah.
So
already decided this, yes.
Yeah,
but,
you're minarchist, so you're...
But, like, is everybody just afraid to claim conservatism?
No, because I'm not a conservative. Simple as that.
You said center-right. The right is a conservative. You are a libertarian conservative.
No, I'm just libertarian.
Then you can't be center-right. You're just libertarian.
But here's the thing. I'm pro-choice to some extent. I'm fine with gay marriage. I'm okay with prostitution. I'm okay with drugs being legalized to some extent. And I'm not conservative. I'm just not.
Well, then you're not a center-right. You're a center-left.
No, because I'm a capitalist. How can I be a center-right? And how can I be a center-left?
Because the right would be a conservative, the left would be liberal.
No, but it's also economically as well. That's what pushed me to the right, is economics.
That's all stuff.
What pushed me to the right is because I'm a free marketer. That's why.
Yeah, same here.
That's what pushed me to the right.
So much right now. So much.
I have no issues saying that I do believe in some conservative ideals. I just feel like the line has shifted so much. It's like conservative means something completely different than it did like 10 years ago.
Like, if you want to put it down to its most basic points, I'm socially liberal, economically conservative. There you go. So therefore, I am neither.
Well, at least you said the word conservative without having any kind of salt, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with conservatives. If I did, I wouldn't be with you, would I?
I didn't say have a problem with conservatives. Just being called one, it sounds kind of salty.
People often think libertarians are conservatives, but they're not.
Well, no, they're separate things. I'm a libertarian conservative. I'm both.
You can't be both, can you?
Yes, you can.
You must
Yeah, you actually can. You can in a sense.
If you couldn't, it would be a political thingamajig.
When it comes to honestly, depending on the subject, blind girl, you're all over the map.
Fun.
Depending on the subject, you're right to some things. You're way the hell left to some things.
What do you mean way the hell left to some things? What the fuck is left? What? That's like an insult, dude. What am I left about?
Your insulin? Your insulin?
Okay, well, insulin, yeah. That's
the nationalized healthcare up there?
Well, because that's the only system I know.
But that doesn't negate you from being on that side of the spectrum on that, though. That's the thing.
I don't really believe in nationalized healthcare. I think it's extremely flawed, and I have proven to praise the American system quite a lot, actually. In such senses that without the American system the way it is, we wouldn't have any new insulins on the market ever. A lot of people would die before they get healthcare up here, which is why they all go down there to get it. And the quality of healthcare is different. Like you can get universal healthcare, but that doesn't mean it's going to be quality healthcare. It just means it's going to be cheap and given to everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean the quality is going to be good. So I'm not very left on healthcare. I just I don't completely understand how the American healthcare works, and I think that it is a system that could be tinkered with.
Well, it's corporatist rather than free market. If it was free market, there'd be less problems if it was free market healthcare.
Yes,
which it is not.
The big problem with the U.S. system, the one thing everybody always screams about is how expensive it is. Problem is they don't realize that after decades and decades and decades of tinkering, that's a lot of what's caused it to become so expensive to begin with.
It's the government isn't it the government that caused it to be so expensive?
Yeah.
Government and bribery, corporatism.
Yeah, corporatism, bribery. Believe it or not, the FDA has a lot to do with it because I mean, when it costs upwards of billions of dollars to bring a new medication to market, the company's got to recoup that money somehow. And when the government stands there and points at person A, B, C, and D and says, you have to give that medication to these people for free, well, they don't really have much of a choice but to gouge everybody else.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, so, like, how am I leftist on healthcare? Like I'm pretty moderate when it comes to healthcare.
Well, socialized healthcare is a socialist policy. So.
Well, I realize that. It's a social. It's not a socialist policy. It's a social program.
A social program is a socialist policy. It involves taking people's money and dividing it amongst others.
Don't.
That is a socialist program.
No. Too many people think Canada is socialist already. Don't even do it. Don't do it.
I'm not saying you're socialist. You might be corporatist like most of the Western countries are, but what I'm saying is that is a socialist program because it involves the wealth. Program. It's a part of the welfare state, therefore, which requires taxation.
Yeah, but that's a good thing that taxation does, if it were used honestly.
What the hell?
What are you talking about? What the hell?
I just got social programs and not be a socialist country. The socialist programs are a part of socialism, if that makes sense. Because it involves
they're inspired by socialist systems.
Yeah, but social programs are not the same as socialism, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
they're not the same. They're not the same, but they're influenced and based upon socialist systems as far as one aspect or another. Hey, Cuban.
I can concur with that. Yes.
I gotta ask you a question, just way the hell out of left field here.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a car driving around you with a damn Outback Steakhouse thing on the top? You know how Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, whenever they're delivering, they got those magnetic lights on the top of their car?
Yeah, no, I've never seen an Outback one. Every place delivers now, though.
That said Outback.
Yeah, every place delivers now, pretty much.
That's awesome that Outback delivers. Wow.
Yeah, but they try to upsell.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they still won't deliver to me.
I can't even get a damn. Yeah, they won't deliver to me either.
Aww.
Thunder, I need a hug. Can I have a hug, Thunder? Can I just have a big hug?
Why are you asking him for a hug and not me?
Because you're on the main team. He's the moderator. I just need a hug from the mod.
Can I get a hug?
No, because he's
hugs all around.
Yeah.
Supposed to be new.
I'm talking about get a hug from Kendra.
I'll hug the Cuban too. Yeah, hugs all.
I say dogs, but you've doxed yourself several times on stream, so yes.
Wait, what?
Me?
Yeah, you just called her Kendra. But...
Oh, poopy blind girl.
I, for one, think Charles Morrison is a great name.
Everybody knows my name's Kendra, dude. It's fun.
And then again, you've doxed yourself several times on streams. So
yeah.
When it comes to the hugs, unfortunately, I'll have to pass.
That's fine.
Pumpkin, virtual hug to you.
Okay.
Don't touch me. I have to peel them off.
I'll have a threesome with Wine Girl and Keyboard.
No.
No.
What I have to do to get a hug, it can be easily translated into sexual harassment because I have to guide the person's hands.
I'm not about that bullshit. A hug is a hug. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you blindly just throw your arms around me in one thing, there's a very good chance you'll cause me pain.
Oh, I see. But I wouldn't view it as sexual harassment. That's weird. A hug is a hug.
No,
unless it goes over.
But it's the thing where the thing is, it's like I'd have to grab your hands and move like your hand up or down as you're wrapping your arms around me to give me a hug.
Gotcha.
Wow, we only got 5 people watching. This is kind of sad.
Yeah, my stream didn't do very well either. I blame Sinatra.
Oh yeah, he does stuff too, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's streaming right now, so I blame him for our streams failing.
Oh man, is he totally late?
Yeah, Sinatra's streaming right now, so I blame him.
Why is he streaming on a Thursday? What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Oh, he stumbled across some channel. He talked about it this morning on Monkey. He stumbled across a channel that he said they didn't have enough content or he wasn't sure he could gather enough content to make a single 10-minute video. but he can stream and talk about them. So
Fucking prick, ruining our streams.
I know, right?
I mean, if that's actually what he's doing, that's where it started.
Yeah, he has to complain that I stream at the same time as Ghost Boo. Tut said Astro. Tut.
Risk of grounding my ass. I know where I am, you stupid GPS.
Yeah, but he's a bit critical, isn't he?
No offense, but when it comes to Sinatra, he's been doing this a lot longer than all of us. So,
yeah, but
he's been doing it to get long enough to get verified on. Yeah.
I still think that must be bizarre for people watching that, thinking, why the fucking hell is it 100 sub? A guy with 100,000 subs spamming his link in this guy with 160 subs chat.
What, Monkey?
No, I'm on about Sinatra. Thinking
Or Sinatra.
When he comes in and spams his link in my chat, he must be thinking, what the fucking hell's going on here? Right?
Well, eesh.
Anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, I always loved that, and I gotta sit and wonder: has anybody here other than me actually seen a Pink Panther cartoon?
Yes, I have.
I was very young.
Yeah, when I was very young.
I have.
At least I'm pretty sure I did anyway.
I'm old enough to remember Mr. Magoo. That was my nickname when I was young. Because I couldn't hear or see.
There was a lot of people when I was younger who called me Baby Huey. No idea on that one. He was the duckling that was like 8
Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Yeah.
No, Baby Huey.
Was it just a big baby?
Huey, think, an adult. It was a big baby duck. I'll change my avatar to Baby Huey tomorrow. All right, I'll be right back, folks.
It's all good. Sorry, I had to pause for a second because somebody posted on my wall, you keep talking your pro-life shit and you're going to get a good clock to the side of the head. And I went, ooh, you know where I live too, don't you? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, come get me, bitch. I'm just waiting.
That's what I would say. I was like, okay, if you can find me, come effing get me.
Yeah,
they're a former coworker. They totally know where I live.
Like, I don't put up with that, and that shit doesn't scare me.
It doesn't scare me either. Like, it's interesting because she's like, if you're not going to use your brain cells, you deserve a good knock to the head, you know? And I'm like, okay. And they're like, because, you know, you claim to have a dead kid, but if you're throwing it around so easy, maybe it never happened. And I'm like, maybe it never happened. And she's like, but anyways, anybody that wants to be a Nazi deserves to be punched in the face. And I'm like, again, come at me, bro. So I just had to pause for a minute to just take in that I'm a somebody now. Because you know how you know you're a good conservative? When
people say shit like that to you.
Yeah. When they want to punch you like a Nazi, you know you've gotten somewhere. Yeah. I've graduated.
I would venture to ask some of these people if they know the actual definition of Nazism, fascism, socialism, communism, what Marxist is. So who has the less brain cells now? You know?
Yeah, I just love how they're just like, I want to go knock you out, Brian. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use my protected class as a blind native. Come at me, bro. That was just a jab.
I got you. Well, at least you know you're doing a good job. You're hitting some people.
Exactly, man. I have graduated conservatism school when somebody threatens to punch me in the nose. Just saying.
I wish I was there though. I would just stand them over and just like get me to answer the door, but it wouldn't be so eager to punch someone now, would they?
No, especially actually. That would be bad because, I mean, technically, you're from Scotland and they're chicks, so that would be.
I don't give a fuck. If they're going to hit me, they can all hit them back.
Well, yeah, but that would backfire. The protected classes would then suddenly backfire. I'd be like, no, don't deport my Scotty. And then I'd have to move to Scotland, and then I'd just be forever getting rained on. That would just be a sad thing.
Yeah, you get used to the rain after a while.
I guess I could throw pebbles at seagulls.
No, you can't do that. They're a protected class.
Scotty, I'm telling you, you get yourself a pellet gun and do it anyway.
Get yourself some rice and crunch up some Tums and just have a day.
I'm tempted to do that because if that actually works, that'd be fucking hilarious. But
it actually does work.
That'd be fucking hilarious just to watch them blow up.
Now it takes a while for their stomachs to like implode, but yeah.
No, that would make instant. That's annoying. Just sit and watch them explode. It'd be fucking hilarious.
It would be. It'd be. Aw, kitty cat's getting scared and jumping. Okay, so yeah. Wow, that fight between chicks versus dicks ended really quickly. This is like airplane crash moment.
There's only 4 people watching anyway. It's not like it's.
I gotta come up with a better topic for this.
Does it count me watching if I'm just?
We could just insult each other for the next fucking.
Oh yeah, I love that. Insulting each other. That is awesome. Jubang, you ready? We can insult. Got some insults?
Nah, she's too nice for insults.
Ooh, what kind of salt? Like sea salt? What is it? Himalayan salt? That purple salt they make lamb pus out of?
Penis rubbing salt.
Saltpeter?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Definitely like salty like Peter, and you just rub it all over the Peter and just right into those little penis wounds there. Just yep, that's totally the right kind of salt.
Don't do that because that's piss job.
Hey Scotty, what do you get with a salt shaker and a butter knife?
I don't want to know.
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Has anyone got sound pad? No. Come on, crash sound. You proved my point. The women aren't funny. You just proved my point.
It was hilarious.
You just proved my point about women not being funny.
It was funny. Come on now. Come on. Give me an F if it was funny, guys. Give me an F. Come on.
Give me an F for a dead joke.
F for funny, guys. Come on. I need those Fs. Give it a few seconds for them to catch up. It'll happen. Yes, I got an F. Thank you, Green Thunder. Oh God.
Oh, come on, Green Thunder. You're supposed to be moderate. You're supposed to be neutral here. Don't take sides.
He is neutral. I thought it was general. You can think a joke is funny and still be neutral.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
That's taking sides, is it not?
No, that's just liking a joke. If you had come up with that joke, you probably would have still found it funny, but no, because you're not me. Uh-huh. Totally. There we go. Oh,
I wouldn't want to be you. You're a female. I wouldn't want to be you. You're a female.
You're awesome. You are so awesome. You are so deserving of that wrench. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Scotty. There's only 4 people here, and I got 2 Fs. You know what that means? 1 more F, and you go down. You're going down. All right, guys, come on, take down Scotty. There's 1 more F.
How am I getting down?
You know what?
If anything, you should be getting down on me.
I'm going to give myself an F.
I mean, you can't F yourself. You're not dead.
I mean, she goes in the parts of her own houses.
Apparently, because I'm a woman, I can't F myself. All right, guys. There you have it. I'm so crappy at Fing. I just can't even do it to myself.
Yeah, I didn't.
What did I just walk back into?
This is what you have for everybody. I can't fuck myself at all. So what do you think you got happening? Nothing, man. I am not.
It's my job to fuck you. That's why. My job to do that.
Oh, okay. So then it'll just fucking. Should I just starfish then?
I'm not even going to answer. I'm not even going to say anything.
Hi, Checker.
You have this round, you dirty kiddock. Oh, see.
Hi.
I like Ryan. He's good. He's a good lad.
Hey, Ryan, come on now, man. Come on. Okay, Chucker. You gotta tell me if this is funny. What do you get with a salt shaker and a butter knife? What do you get
A
with
salt shaker and a butter knife.
Yeah.
Props from season 1 of Star Trek.
That's true. Okay, assault with a deadly weapon.
In England, yeah.
There you go. See, I thought it was kind of funny. Come on, wasn't it funny?
Well, it's a dad joke.
Well, you know what?
It's funny. It's a funny if you like. It's funny if you like dad jokes. I'm not saying it's not funny because I get it, but that's in the same sense. That's like saying a salt shaker and a Rayovac saying salt and battery. You know.
Yeah, why did the peanut have a bad time when he went to the pub?
I don't know.
Because he was assaulted. See, that one was funnier.
No.
Oh, you laughed at it.
And then I said push F if you thought it was funny. And then I put an F in there. And then Scotty's like, you can't F yourself. And I'm like, oh, sir, I am so much better at Fing myself than you are.
You can't F yourself because it's my job to do that. It's my job to F you. Yeah.
Well, to be blunt and honest, saying women can't F themselves, there's one problem with that. You know, a $14 billion a year dildo industry. No, that ain't all men. Sorry.
Yep.
I didn't realize what I said until I actually said it. That's the problem. It's like, fuck.
Wow. Just wow.
That's just.
Nah.
And then you know what?
And
We're totally sticking up for me, but then this Ryan guy over here is like, nah, I'm with Scotty. And it's like, what? What? You kiss her.
I like you, Ryan.
Of course you do. It's not fair. Just not fair, man.
Life isn't fair.
No, it's not. Totally is not, because we only it's a Friday and we're not party rocking it.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Sorry, I keep thinking it's Friday because
If life was fair, I'd be smart instead of good looking.
Well, technically it is Friday. It's 0:55 a.m. on Friday. Technically, if you live in a place where the time
that's because your clock's wrong.
No, it's because my clock's correct. Universal Standard Time.
Oh, you're the only one in here that is in a different time zone.
yeah.
Yes, mine's correct.
No, you're the minority, Scotty.
Yeah, we're always the fucking minority. There's only 5 million of us, but we invented the fucking we invented the Western world.
Actually, Scotty, believe it or not, Scotty does live in Zulu time.
Oh, you like this? I was talking to my stepmother last night, and she was like, "You and Scotty?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Where's he from again?" I'm like, "UK." Scotland? Yeah, Scotland. But I thought England was in the UK. Yeah.
Yes, but so is Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. She's clearly retarded then.
Oh yeah, like she totally didn't realize that there were 4 countries in Britain. She thought it was just England, and I'm like, oh my god, I would love it if Scotty was here right now just to hear this.
How are people that fucking stupid? I mean, seriously.
Okay, it's Canadian first of all.
Yeah,
Oh, I know how this came up. Because I said, all I got to do now is get Scotty a green card. And then Barb goes, what does that mean? And then her husband, John, goes, it means she's going to marry him. And Barb's like, what? You don't even know the guy. He could be like a serial killer or something. I'm like, he's not a serial killer. I mean,
hey, what he does with his breakfast cereal is his choice.
Exactly.
If I want to kill my own cereal before I eat it, that's up to me.
Exactly. His face, his choice.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Shreddies. But anyways, so then John said that technically, Scotty, you don't need a
Yeah, I looked up. It's permanent residence card. Yeah, I know. I did check it out.
Well,
it's like a green card.
Because you're in Britain, you all automatically qualify to migrate over to Canada.
No, I checked. Commonwealth countries don't count. Apparently, I checked it. They used to count, but not anymore.
So it's just England?
No.
Oh, they took that out completely. So you don't do it. You can't get dual citizenship just because you're part of the UK.
No, it's all. I think I did check it for Commonwealth countries because I thought, well, they might, but no, it's the same.
Canada used to do that because that's what John said. He's like, "Is he a Commonwealth country?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, he's in Britain." And then Barb goes, "Britain? Isn't that England?" I'm like, "And Scotland." I love if Scotty would hear this like right now. It'd be so awesome. So then, yeah, we were saying because you're part of the Commonwealth that technically you should be allowed to get dual citizenship. But if they don't do that anymore, son of a bitch, we're gonna have to get rings.
No, I can get a permanent residence card though. It just says spouse. So technically you're my spouse, therefore. It didn't say married, it just says spouse, so.
Well, spouse is marriage.
Well, it just says spouse. So it didn't say you had to be married to them. So therefore it counts.
A spouse is marriage.
No, it just said spouse.
A spouse is...
It said you didn't have to be married.
Spouse when you get married.
It said you didn't have to be married, therefore.
It said specifically.
Yes, Drunken Uncle, well done. I'm in Britain, yes, because geography is accurate, yeah. I'm in Britain, but I'm not in England, see?
To be a
Some
spouse...
fucking retarded people would have some problem understanding that because they're stupid.
To be a spouse, it just assumes that you guys are married. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but you don't have to be married, though. Technically, you can...
Yes, you. Bros, come on, man, Cuban, help me out. You are the royal class researcher. You have to be married to be a class as a spouse, don't you?
Spouse is a generic term for wife or husband.
Yes,
yeah.
You have to be married
spouse
to be a spouse.
Yeah.
Now there are
partner is the one that they're not necessarily married.
Opinionated British man. Okay, Drunkle.
Oh, what?
That's better than opinionated Englishman, I guess. Yeah, I'll take that.
Drunkle, we're trying to figure out how to get him over to Canada. I think dog sled is perfectly appropriate.
Dog sled.
Okay, so what part of Wales are you from again?
Blind girl, I got to send you that itinerary for the boats.
Yes, you do. So that Scotty, you can totally sneak onto a boat.
It's not even sneaking on. It's just cheap. You get your own cabin and you go from one port to the other, and here you go. You're in Canada.
How long would that take?
Shouldn't be too long, depending on how many stops you have. But it's cheap. Way cheap.
A week? I ain't waiting a week. Let's do what I think.
You wouldn't
less than a fortnight.
For a week.
And actually, looking at airplane prices, like if you want to buy anything, August, September, and October have been cheaper than this summer, obviously, for obvious reasons. So just start looking early if you're trying to save money.
If you want to get into Canada, you can't even leave Great Britain. Well, I'll tell you, I would never leave Great Britain because it's on a fucking island, isn't it? We'll be attached to England and Wales for the rest of our lives.
I mean, yeah, that whole ordeal with
the island
person kind of sucks.
The island itself is called Great Britain, therefore you would never leave it, would you? Scotland cannot physically leave it because it's attached to it.
I'm dating the Scotsman, and we're like, let's get on one of the boats and come on over here and see me. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to get on a boat for a week. So he obviously doesn't love me enough to get on a boat for a week. At least you wouldn't be jet lagged.
I wouldn't be anyway because my sleep pattern's that fucked that I think I'd be fine anyway, wouldn't I?
No, probably not.
I would be because my sleep pattern's fucked. Therefore, I would be used to the time zone already, kind of. Because by the time I go to bed about 3, 4 in the morning, so technically I would be fine, wouldn't I?
But a plane is like double, sometimes even triple the price of a fucking boat. You don't want to save money? I thought you were broke.
I'll look into it and see if I can find things. I didn't completely dismiss it. I'll look into it.
Because I was going to say, I could totally help save up for that. Totally.
If I can get time off and shit.
Totally.
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 Like, totally.
And this is where I find this one.
Somebody want to send Drunkle the link, by the way? Okay, he wants to come and crash the place.
Oh, there you go. No.
You sound so like excited every time Drunkle just comes around.
Is a pineapple male or female?
You need to be in a certain. You need to have a certain level of alcohol before you can tolerate Drunkle. I'm not like that anywhere near that level.
Oh, okay, perfect. Somebody get Drunkle that link.
He says, "Nah, it's too late here, guys, but thank you." See, I'm still Drunkle. You're a fucking coward, then, aren't you? I'm still here.
And I thought you could come irritate the Scots, but
I'm still here, Drunkle.
Have I done that?
We're on the same time zone.
need to find a good nickname for Scotty.
I thought I already had one.
No. Like,
This isn't my real
we
name.
got Pineapple for the Drunkle, but you're Scotty. That's like a regular name. We gotta find like a crazy ass nickname for you.
You don't want to start calling me it.
Why not?
You can't dismiss the nickname that you chose.
True. Well, yeah, I could. And it's not a. Scotty is like.
And technically, it's already under a pseudonym anyway, so. This isn't my real name.
But I'm just gonna make it your real name so that I can make up a nickname for you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's it. We could call him that guy.
I just call you the retarded blanket, okay? So
Well, see, that's a really long name, but I can be like, yo, it's that guy. That guy, what's up?
I love that guy.
how much coffee have you had?
Not enough, apparently.
Yeah, then I love you too.
Jesus. Okay, you know what? Oh, look, we have a zombie caddy.
No, anyone actually prominent in Edinburgh, Junko. Edinburgh. Not the whole of Scotland, Edinburgh.
New tariff starting June 10th. What?
No, we're seeing train spotting.
Trump says the U.S. will impose a 5% tariff on all Mexican goods. Oh, okay. What's he doing in Canada?
Exactly, Ginger Nightmare train spotting.
Yeah, what's he doing in Canada? What's going on now? If the country does not step up on enforcement. Oh, okay, so he's only going to pick on Mexico?
He's only picking on Mexico because Wednesday, I think it was, there was a record bust in a single, record amount of illegals taken into custody in a single bust, over 1,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How do you fit illegals between your breasts?
I don't know.
No, that's when they motorboat over here.
Sorry.
That's when you have a woman with really large breasts and then just a smaller dude just wrapped up in there, taped together.
Yeah.
Make a little air hole.
So, there you go. So, blind girl, why don't you just
Sounds like
start
a
calling
lovely way to
Scotty
go.
Charlie?
Yeah, that guy could be Charlie.
Why don't you?
Wait, what is the significance of a Charlie?
Charlie Reed.
Oh. What do you think, Scotty?
But how do you spell that? Because I really want to know.
Charlie. The problem is, Scotty's about to get so pissed at me. It's not what Charlie is known for. It's what Charlie and his brother Craig are known for. They're the lead singers of a certain group who would walk 500 miles and would then walk 500 more. Sorry, Charlie.
And then he'd swim 1,000 miles and fall down out of Canadian stuff.
So you know the worst part is I was actually
I still need to know how that Charlie is spelled.
REID.
I use the IE.
Oh, Charlie CHARLIE, I think.
Are you trying to spell it for a Streamlabs?
Yeah, there's an
application?
IE and then there's a Y.
It's under the singers for the Proclaimers.
Yeah, I know, but I need to know how to spell it because I want to know if they spelled it the same way I do.
And the worst part is, I made the I was making that whole damn joke to go for the Sorry Charlie joke, which is a damn tuna commercial from the 80s.
Yeah, that got annoying.
Where'd you go, Scotty?
He's muted.
Scotty.
There's one of the.
Scotty, where'd you go? I'm gonna start singing Scotty Doesn't Know soon. There we go.
He probably muted himself.
Scotty doesn't know.
I'm what?
Okay.
I don't know what.
Okay, welcome back, Charlie.
No, because my name's not Charlie.
You know whose name is Charlie?
Yeah.
One of the guys from the Proclaimers?
See, the worst part is I made that whole long joke for the damn tuna joke, so.
Well, I'm not positive his name's Charles and he's on this stream. But... I'm naming any names here.
You're so awesome, Scotty.
And you're very annoying. But I put up with you because I love you.
Aw. That's okay. I've heard that many times in my lifetime. There's also irritating. I've also heard irritating quite a bit.
Yes, yeah, but I like to annoy you as well. I think if we were just nice to each other, it'd be boring, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
People that are nice to each other are boring.
So I guess Drunkle didn't want to come in after all?
No, he said it was too late.
Rufus would think he was having sex or something and evict him. Nah, the whole of Scotland is geography. What?
He was on about me taking heroin.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
I said it was just Edinburgh.
I'm going to
really
agree with Ryan right there. Some of the Mexican women are awesome.
You know,
especially the ones in Tijuana. They put on great shows.
Gotta be proud of me. Somebody asked me where he lived, and I actually got it half right. Only half right, though, but half right. I remember the first word again. Yeah.
Yeah, the worst part is...
What?
I remember the town name. I remember the town name once when he said it, but it's because of a damn song. Well, wait, actually, what? I grew up near a town of the same name, but I grew up not too far from a town of the same name, but there's a song with that town name in it.
Okay, so I figured, fuck it, I will like go pillage through the news articles you sent me, and I scroll up, and all I can read is feminist says a dead fetus is no big deal. I misplaced my full-grown dead baby. What?
Dude, what now?
I sent you a Justin Trudeau one and an autism one as well. But...
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can stream it, you can read that.
Well, I
think the feminist one is like one of the first ones I sent. No, it's not.
Well, yeah, I scrolled up to the first thing people sent me today.
Let's see. First one I sent you today was Disney may leave Georgia about the abortion ban.
Yeah, and then
border agents apprehended over 1,000 migrants. Then the man who set himself on fire on the White House died.
Yeah, because you're saying feminist says a dead fetus is no big deal. I misplaced my full-grown dead baby, and I'm like, what? A feminist gynecologist and New York Times columnist bitch reported with outrage Tuesday to a Supreme Court decision upholding Indiana's restrictions on fetal remains, and things quickly got sad and weird. What does it mean by fetal remains? Like,
I'm guessing
dead baby's
since
body.
It's a gynecologist.
Yeah, but dead
I'm
baby's
guessing
body,
a medical specimen.
Are they saying that they have to bury them instead of sell them or something?
Probably.
That would be cool.
I don't know.
In a series of tweets, Dr. Jen Gunther-Bitch shared that the ruling is personal for her because her son died when he was less than 6 months old. She said that requiring fetuses to be buried or cremated is cruel and imposes financial and emotional cost on the woman. Burying or cremating anybody puts a burden on somebody. So to say, you shouldn't force people to properly honor and bury fucking fetuses because it puts a burden on the fucking woman. It's like, you self-absorbed cunt. What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, so does the spouse flag technically, doesn't it? Most of the time.
You know what? By the sounds of that law, it's actually it sounds like it was written with intentions to keep them from harvesting organs and parts.
Yep.
And yeah.
Which I completely agree with. Although we need them, I think that wanting to sell these parts for people that need them is leading people to push abortion on people. There's an incentive to abort things for the sake of harvesting stuff for profit. And I think them not giving that incentive by saying, fuck you.
Which they were, the problem, well, the weird thing about it is the harvesting of, the selling of parts and harvesting of parts from aborted children. There's a quirk in the law about that, and it's a quirk that Roe v. Wade opened up. It was the whole deal where, life technically doesn't begin until the baby's head crowns or until the head comes out. And it's a matter of partial birth abortions allows that harvesting of organs.
That's retarded.
That's unintended consequences with the law.
Well, yes, and it is retarded because to think about it, we're talking. It's not a human being or whatever until this happens. That's a philosophical thing. Because
yes,
really,
but it's philosophical. If it's a philosophical thing that the Supreme Court made a snap the decision on 40 years ago,
exactly
45 years ago.
Otherwise, what's so magical about the vaginal canal to suddenly make you a human? Like, it's not a magical opening to humanhood. You're a fucking person before you go through the vagina hole.
Well, the irony in that is also by those definitions, technically, a child who was born by cesarean isn't alive. So
true. And on the talk of vagina,
I've seen that.
This dream, I gotta pee. I said vagina and I gotta pee.
Typical women.
I've actually seen someone try to say if you didn't give birth to your child vaginally, you're not a mother.
Yeah, I've also seen things where women say, they give women who don't breastfeed a really hard time because some women can't, or choose not to. And a lot of moms are really kind of snobby about that too.
My wife actually pumped. She tried to directly breastfeed him, my son, but there was a very big problem.
Yeah.
The fact that this is going to sound really weird, but for him to latch on, she would also be suffocating him at the same time.
Yeah. No, it happens.
My wife is very well gifted in that department. We'll just say the shopping for those particular undergarments is quite an expensive task.
What are we talking about panties for?
Not wrong.
Or
Top, not
wrong
bottom.
side. Yeah.
The thing with that debate is you'll always have people arguing that same notion on both sides, and I feel like it's just cyclical. Like I feel like it's going to be a never-ending debate, to be quite honest.
It is. You know, there's one here that I'd really want Blind Girl to cover because it's just a matter of everybody swears that I'm the only person that Amazon ever screws up with.
I'm gonna finish this article first before I move on to that one.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Gunter, who has made a name for herself with indelicate takes on women's health issues, added that fuckers like Vice President Mike Pence, who has more brain cells than she does, who signed the Indiana law in question as governor in 2016, don't really care about the sanctity of fetal remains. Why not? He's saying to bury and cremate them. What the hell are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Gunter's Twitter protest then took a dark turn. First, she confessed to stashing her dead baby's ashes in the back of a closet. Why can't people send their remains to the same place other specimens go if that is their wish? Demanded. My son's ashes are in the back of my closet. How is that respectful? Because
that's her own dumbass fault for not reading the whole fucking law.
Yeah.
And being hyperbolic.
It's also her own dumbass fault for putting it in the back of a closet.
Because the law said it has to be buried or cremated. The thing about cremation is in cremation, it never says what to do with the child, or never says what to do with the body after it's cremated.
Hey.
Do whatever the hell you want with it. It's a pile of ashes at that point.
Yeah, a lot of people like send them overseas or spread them in the beach, or have like a place that the person always wanted to go to, and they'll spread the ashes there. I don't know. I'd feel kind of creeped out, like if I kept my daughter's ashes in my closet. Like she has her own mausoleum for that.
Yeah.
Wow, that was crazy, Math Queen. That was crazy. That's a crazy moment. So, ditching me for tacos, Math Queen. Ditching me for tacos.
Does that mean Green Thunder is no longer the moderator then?
Yeah, but he can keep his powers. Not like he's gonna use them or anything.
I'm too lazy.
Math Queen, you threw me over for tacos. I mean, I would throw you over for tacos too, but just saying.
Would you throw me over for tacos?
Oh fuck! I'd throw over the cat for tacos. Like if somebody said, "Dude, run over your cat."
I'm going to go with.
And you'll get tacos for life. I would do it.
Now, why do I keep hearing that song in the back of my head? That fish taco song.
So you love me? So you love tacos more than me?
I love tacos more than my cat.
But
I
you
like
didn't answer my
tacos
question.
too.
You didn't answer my question.
Well, okay. Okay, so if there was a train track and you were on one and tacos were on the other and I could just save one of you, I would totally save you. But if you were like, you want to go somewhere and then I had the option for free tacos, I would probably take the tacos.
Not a fair comparison, because if Scotty was sitting on a track and a taco was sitting on the other track, the taco will still be there. It'll just be taco salad then.
See, I love Scotty's life,
True.
but I also love tacos. It's like, Scotty, you're slightly above the taco. How's that?
Okay then.
All right, you're above the taco.
That's what she said.
Ha!
Now burritos. Burritos. I gotta weigh in on that. I don't know. Burritos are pretty.
I guess it's kind of like me with alcohol, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
So,
But what kind of alcohol?
any, I'm Scottish.
Wait, Scotty. Okay, Scotty. If I was standing in front of you in a bikini, or your sports was on, which one did you pick?
Both.
You can't have both.
Why not? Can you not just watch the screen while shagging you at the same time?
No.
There you go, multitasking.
Well,
That's great.
To be fair, all he's got to do is mute it, and how would you know?
God damn it. Because I don't have a television in the bedroom. That's why.
It depends what game it was. It depends what game it was. If it was a regular game, then no. If it was an old firm game where we play our rivals, then yeah, I'd have to.
What if I worked on getting a summer bud?
Yeah, see, I think it's just both at the same time.
No, I require your full attention, Scott. And you need a little romance in there. You can't just watch your fucking football and play football with my vagina at the same time. It doesn't work that way.
I'll shag you and then I'll watch the rest of the game. Is that?
Okay, that's fine.
Not football. He's Scottish. He's
It's
playing
soccer.
golf and going to get a hole in one with his putter. Anyway.
Golf is
Awesome.
boring.
The internet is.
That's a lot of fun.
Who the fuck watches golf? It's really boring.
I play golf.
Wait, you play
Yeah.
golf, Math Queen?
Oh yeah, you do
Yeah.
actually play golf, yeah. But yeah, golf to play, fair enough. But to watch golf, you wouldn't sit down and watch golf, would you?
Golf is totally an elitist sport.
Like you'd never sit down and watch
yeah.
golf, would you, Mark? It'd be boring.
Hey, I got I
Not,
got a
not,
couple
not
of golf
really.
clubs at the house.
Fucking elitists.
I mean, I don't know much about it. I've won a couple of tournaments that I was in only because I've hit from the lady tees and I have a really good swing. So
Yes,
when
why
the
would I
guys
prefer
hit
to?
from the guy tees and I hit from the women tees, I always had the longer drive.
See, we had an unfair advantage.
I
Look at
know.
women.
I didn't complain, but I know it was an unfair advantage.
Look at women. See, this is why men are better.
I don't think so. We got tits. We are totally advantaged.
I'm fat. I have tits.
That's probably not something to brag about, dude.
I am not.
Wow. The children do not agree, Scotty.
Who's throwing what?
I am simultaneously listening to you guys, watching my kids do a water fight, and fixing dinner, so I apologize if I'm in and out.
That's fine. That's cool. The children, like I said, don't agree that it's a good idea for a man to have titties.
It's not, but
That's amazing, Maria. You can do like everything. You're like super mom.
I've cooked dinner while on a stream before. It's not that hard.
Mm.
I only eat while on stream.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I finally made a decision to go and get
Most of
food.
the time I mute.
Did you get the tacos?
I'm not allowed to use the stove anymore.
Oh, that is particularly pretty.
It was not tacos. It's a falafel pita thing. But I also got baklava.
Green Thunder, can I ask why? Are you a terrible cook?
No, I have a really short attention span and tend to smoke up the house. Apparently,
so-
some people don't like the smoke-filled house.
Understandable.
In a
Hey,
follow-up
Thunder.
tweet,
Yeah.
I know you got my stream in the background. Look at that skylight, man. Tell me that ain't pretty.
That is a nice skyline.
jerks. But anyways, in a follow-up tweet, because I can't see it, so jerk. Gunter admitted that She wasn't even sure the baby's ashes were in her closet. She may very well have misplaced them when she moved. She said, "Wow, you're just flaunting the fact that you have no respect for your dead baby. That's stop it. In fact, maybe I lost my son's ashes. Who knows?" Gunter said.
That would be like the first thing I'd be like vigilant over and taking. If there
Yeah.
were a fire, if there were anything, I would
No.
know where that stuff is.
No. Do you know what she's doing?
No.
It just hit me. Has anybody else heard that gag about when the whole bump stock ban takes effect? All of a sudden, all the men who has bump stocks are going to take their guns out on the boat and have a boating accident to where all the bump stocks fall out of the boat and hit the bottom of the lake. So they've lost all the bump stocks. She's doing the same goddamn thing.
With what?
She's sitting there saying, "Well, I have to keep track of my baby's remains. Whoops, I lost them." She's acting like she's being forced to turn them in. So instead of turning them in, "Oops, I lost them." That's what she's doing.
What a
which
cunt.
which is completely dishonest anyway, because it's mentioning the baby has to be buried or cremated. Well, she's saying it's her baby's ashes, so what it has to be done, she's already done to him.
Yep, so she goes, "I stashed them in
15.
the closet in Colorado because I care about my baby so much." Or should I say dead baby? "Then packed them when I moved, I hope." "Then I think I unpacked them and put them out of sight again." Okay, so you're a piece of shit, all right? Gunter's bizarre argument seemed to be that her inability to keep track of her son's remains was proof of the futility of the Indiana law, which that's not apples to apples. Her disrespect for her child's ashes has nothing to do with anybody's law. It's just her being a fucking disrespectful little shit. You self-absorbed cunt bag. But anyways,
I hope for the love of God and the people who moved in after her, she didn't leave them in the back of the closet.
Well, you never know.
Freaking, can you imagine moving in and finding ashes?
No, actually, this never happened. How is that a respectful treatment of human remains? She asked, challenging Pence to account for her behavior. And it's like, no. It's you that didn't do anything in a respectful manner, not the fucking law. It's you that decided to be a disrespectful little cunt, not Pence and their laws. It's fucking you. God. I hate being a woman when I hear about women doing this. Fuck, men are winning now, aren't they? Gunter spoke out amid an escalating national row over abortion.
She's being, like I said it once, I'll say it again. She's being absolutely disingenuous and hyperbolic. Yep. Unless she's planning on keeping old Junior in a shoebox, unless she's planning on keeping his unblemished corpse in a shoebox, you have to either bury the child or cremate him. The law usually says that anyway. The only thing the law is actually saying you cannot do is sell it for parts.
Yeah, so you can't profit off of fetuses.
Right.
I mean, fuck. Like, in response to a series of restrictions on the procedure passed by Republican-controlled state houses, Democrats in blue states have moved to introduce abortion protections. Of course they have.
Hey, blonde girl.
Yeah?
You're going to love this one. You're going to absolutely love this. You know how I tend to keep very well onto the libertarian thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I personally disagree with it or not.
Yeah.
Cunt, your child's not a goddamn old Dodge with a blown head gasket. You're not able to rip it up, sell it for parts.
Wow.
Scotty's either peeing or having a drink.
It's not me.
I
think it's Maria.
Well, I'm sitting on my couch, so
it's Maria.
You know what? If this is, you know what, Math Queen, women were losing tonight.
Yes?
It's all your fault. It's all your fault, Math Queen.
Did you say it was my fault?
My hands, guys. I was washing my hands.
That was Math Queen.
Yeah, it's Math Queen. I'm just saying, women are losing, Math Queen. You want to know why? Because you weren't here. The women are going down because our star player was not here.
Oh, I'm not really a star player, you guys. I'm not that smart. I just work hard.
But you're the queen of mathematics.
Look, I had to work hard to get this position that I've put myself in. So, just one day, I was like, I'm going to be the math queen. This was after failing a math exam. I was like, I'm going to do something to help me get better.
Stephen Hawking, man, you have surpassed. You are now the queen of math.
Yes.
Stephen Hawking's dead, though.
Exactly. And his successor is, in fact, the math queen.
as long as she doesn't end up in a wheelchair.
I'm good. I like my legs. I like the use of my legs as well. I can golf with my legs.
Yeah, well,
Then I would be a real handicap at golf.
You can do a lot.
Even though you're a woman, you already use that handicap.
It would be double handicap. Because I would be handicapped in a
Because women can't compete at the same level as men do.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They absolutely cannot, and that's why I don't believe that trans women should be allowed in female sports. Point blank, period.
So you just admitted you've lost it.
Well, no, it's
no.
I'm not the same playing field. But Scotty, think about it this way: men are such cucks that when they can't beat other men, they just go beat on the women.
Well, no, because they chop their dick off, therefore they're not a man anymore, are they? It's just a weird thing.
Oh, they still got the man.
I don't care.
Wait, do they have one of them tilapia things?
There's nothing wrong with acknowledging facts and statistics. There's always outliers. There's always exceptions to the rule. But technically, we are, and I'm always going to say this, we are built differently for reasons.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean one is weaker than the other, though. Not at all. We shouldn't be embracing those.
Women have better brains.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, we do.
How?
We can multitask.
Most.
We can process multiple things at once, whereas men, they can only do one linear problem at a time.
Yeah, women also try to jump off a hat, men do not. So.
No, yeah, that is true as well. Sometimes it's just, especially when I'm working on a problem, I just want to sit there and cry and eat ice cream, but I have to get over it. Have to get over it quick. And I'm not the only one who feels this way.
You know,
I
hate to say something.
I
hate
in the freezer, and I'm too lazy to get up and get them.
Hey, blind girl.
Yeah.
Did you realize your statement of men can only do one thing at a time is definitely negated by one thing?
What?
You don't count.
That your co-host drives an 80,000 pound tractor trailer while talking to you.
Yeah, but talking and driving, you can do that. People have been doing that for years.
So?
Yeah, but that's not the same
It's
as
still negated.
That's not the same as cooking and streaming and looking after kids all at the same time. That is totally not on the same level. Women can do it on a whole other level.
I did it last night.
I've cooked and streamed at the same time.
You forgot the third thing, Scott. Cooked, streamed, and?
Read the chat on the stream as well.
No. Children.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Children. No.
So was
it's not the same level.
So was that me giggling last night?
Yeah, but you weren't cooking and streaming and playing with the child. Plus your wife was there.
Yeah, it was. My wife was in the other room.
No, she was home.
She was home, but she wasn't in the same room with me.
So you were cooking and streaming and playing with the kids?
Yes.
Okay, so you're a woman then. Got it.
See, does everybody see how that is? I'm pointing out that what she just said as a qualifier, I did. So now I'm a woman.
Yes, that is exactly how it works. Women are the multitasker champions, and if you can act like a woman, therefore you must be a woman.
You're jealous because I've sucked more dicks than you.
That too, but still.
That can be changed.
No, actually, that cannot be changed. Chucker, please continue to have that record.
If I buy you coffee every day, but you
looks like
suck my penis, if I buy you coffee every single day,
I would have sex with you. Yes.
No.
Is it just me, or 1,400 miles away, I can hear Math Queen blush at that?
No, it's not you.
I think it's me and blind girls, and that's what it is.
Well, I just admitted that I don't like things in my face, and Scotty's like, "I'm gonna buy you coffee every day. Just please put that thing in your face." And I'm like, "I'll have sex with you."
Look, it's not without trying. I would love to suck dick, but on one condition: it's husband dick.
Yeah, but you're Christian,
somebody
so
please clip that.
Yeah.
I just
oh
don't.
Lord Jesus, please no.
I just don't like penis in face.
Clip that too.
That's fine as long as you don't want me to lick you out. Then that's fine.
That's fine. I can also go ahead with that. That is okay.
Blind girl, I think we just keep putting dicks in our mouths for no reason. Instead of the foot, it's just the dick.
Man.
Clip that as well.
With you guys saying that, I feel like you guys are really missing out.
I am okay with canceling out foreplay in the equation of sex.
Because a hand job count.
Wait, what?
A hand job.
Oh, hands are fine. I just don't like things in my face.
You do realize with enough foreplay, you can fit a Saint Bernard through a doggy door, right?
Again, I
You
do
mean a
not
cat
like
door?
things in my face. Okay, so if Scotty says equal turf, other things don't go in his face. I will comply with it.
There's a reason why there's only 4 people watching this right now.
Well,
saying.
all the rest of the 7 point some odd billion are missing out on fantastic conversation.
Absolutely, it's their loss. It's
Very,
absolutely their loss.
Foreplay,
very good
Scotty
conversation.
and blind girl. Yeah. Want to improve your sex life? Just hang out with us.
Oh, God.
Liquid courage and me. Look at that. Scotty's got the liquid courage.
Oh, Scotty, you can always practice with slime.
Slime.
Practice what with slime?
Other
stuff?
Are you saying I should stick my dick in slime?
No, just make a fifi.
No, not the dick. The fingers. Just
hook
Oh,
it.
I see.
All right, gang, that's another day down. What do you think? Another 640 miles driven.
Oh my gosh.
Tune in a month.
Sorry, I was listening to Pumpkin Trucker, and he surprised me.
Oh, this is something.
Wow. Wow. That just. You know what? If I can get finished with this article, I will do a dance. The
Let's
legislative.
finish.
This fucking news article that I've been reading for 40 minutes.
Now you know how I feel.
Okay, this is way beyond derailing of your stream. Come on now, let's be real here. I get serious derailment.
Just me getting my revenge because you completely derailed mine.
I helped derail my own, dude. I learned from Drunkle and them crashing in on it all the time that sometimes when there's nobody watching, you just gotta fucking shitlord. So yeah, anyways.
Sometimes you see a shiny.
Yeah, that thing. Totally ADHD squirrel, totally. So the legislative back and forth has been fueled by uncertainty regarding the fate of fucking Roe v. Wade, which I'm so sick of hearing about it. A 1973 Supreme Court bad ruling, by the way, bad ruling, guaranteeing access to abortion. Many on both the left and right anticipate that the decision could be undermined or even overturned. Good.
Actually, the Roe v. Wade in and of itself didn't guarantee access to abortion. It just said women could do it.
Yeah.
That's all it said. It was specifics of one case.
Well, they brought
One
this on
person
themselves.
said one woman wanted to do it. Another one said, no, you can't. And that's what the argument was about, whether they could or could not do it. That's it. That's all it is. Any kind of guarantee to access, fine. You want to access it. You pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but like, honestly, if they didn't start going fucking crazy with these bills, if Planned Parenthood wasn't fucking crazy, if
money laundering.
Yeah, if they weren't saying, you know what, have a baby and kill it. You know what, it's got downs, kill that too. Oh, you're black, kill that one too. And oh man, you're 30 weeks pregnant, that okay, we kill that too. Like, if they weren't going crazy, this wouldn't be happening.
It's just there's no transparency in what they do. They advertise one thing and they do something completely other because they have a different agenda.
Exactly. And so honestly, if they weren't passing these extreme bills about abortion, then this wouldn't be happening. If they would have just, been reasonable about shit and actually, labeled a fetus a person and understood that abortion should be safe and rare, which is what their slogan fucking was, then we wouldn't be here.
That's not what their slogan was.
Huh?
That's not what their slogan was.
The Democrats, it used to be safe and rare.
Rare, safe, and legal. But
there you go.
the way you worded that, you were wording it as if it was Planned Parenthood's.
Well, sorry, no,
you were kind of
like, they are running on, abortion, woohoo, and it's like rare, safe, legal. Where the fuck did that go?
That left when Clinton left office.
Yeah, well, that's fucking retarded.
But that's the thing. With like I mentioned before, the United States, how they see abortion, it's more of just like a procedure that you can just brush off. But with the Japanese, it's more of like they know it's a person, it's an honorable thing, and it's very sad. It's a whole ordeal, and they don't treat it as an other or something to get rid of. They have a ceremony, they have like shrines for the loss of life. They actually consider it a loss of life. And that's what I feel that if more people had respect for life, then we would be in a better place.
Yep. I completely agree. Which is why, these fucking, the way you try to restrict our rights, you bad men with penises. Yes, like, fuck you. First of all, I'm a female, thank you. And I don't agree with this shit. And second of all, again, if you hadn't have shown your asses and decided that, people mean nothing, then there would have been no reason to do these sudden fucking restrictions all over the goddamn place. There wouldn't have been a reason for it. The only reason why there's a goddamn reason for it is because you guys went fucking crazy. God. And nobody seems to understand this, including this news article, which is just retarded. By the way, Math Queen, is that your actual cat? Just curiously.
Yeah. Yes, that's my sister's cat Han Solo, but for some reason he likes me.
Huh. That's interesting.
I didn't know she's a cat as a thing.
Because when I first met her, Peter said, "Oh, that's adorable. You both have cats."
Yeah,
and I've forgotten to ask her that question until now.
Yeah, hers is the cat with sunglasses.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was just a cat, but then Bear did a video where he was looking at Japanese commercials, and at the very end of one Japanese commercial, it was an orange and white cat with heart sunglasses, and he's like, if I can have an orange and white tabby cat with heart-shaped sunglasses, I would be the happiest guy. And I'm like, I've already got 2 out of the 3. I need some heart-shaped sunglasses.
Wow. That is actually pretty cool. I have forgotten to ask you that question up until now. For some reason, I just remembered it now.
Why doesn't this show up in the chat? Actually, that's one thing. It should do, shouldn't it?
It doesn't because my Google Plus and the Math Queen on YouTube is like different accounts. They're kind of like together but separate.
So they have the same name.
Yeah, well, Cat's better. Cat is way better. Just wow. So, is every abortion debate always be Roe v. Wade? Roe v. Wade, man. Roe v. Wade. Don't forget, fucking Roe v. Wade. Fuck Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade.
Of course it is. Of course it is, because it's like a win. Like, we can still kill babies. I mean, we can still take away the fetus to fetus. That sounds wrong. I'm gonna not do that anymore. I'm just gonna put myself up.
Yeah, it just makes me so goddamn mad. Just so goddamn mad. Just fucking mad and just
mad lingo.
Just fucking mad and stuff. Matter of fact, I gotta make myself and everybody feel better by just doing this here. Just wait a second. You know what makes you feel better? Cats.
A cat.
It's a cat.
How would you know it's a cat though? It's just
because I opened a picture that I labeled cat.
It looks more like a possum, really.
It's Chloe. It's fucking Chloe. I wasn't calling. What? Yeah, so, you know what? This article's over, because fuck this article.
There's only 10 minutes left anyway.
Yeah, so this didn't work out the way I thought it was going to. I'm going to put in more thought and then do it next Thursday. Again.
This is going to be an every Thursday thing.
Yes, it's a new gimmick I've got. And don't forget, I think like once a month I'm also going to work on doing the chicks in a hot tub thing.
I think the
gimmicks.
I think the men have won this round.
You would.
If you can like just let me know so that way I can just put it in my calendar, so I'll be like, okay, I'm at my computer at this time for the hot tub, then I'll be like golden.
Well, you know what? Send me what day best fits you, and same with you, Cuban, and that way I can be convenient for you, my bitches. Yeah.
I am open every day, any day, just for you, blind girl.
Woo! I love it when you're open for me. Hey, Cryptic.
Kinky.
Cryptic, cats are not evil, and yet you still have one. Cryptic, you know, you're a mystery to me. But then
Cryptic,
again,
we all know you love Loki, so.
Look, meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow meow, meow. I just have a bunch of pictures of my cat. Meow.
Yeah, crazy cat woman.
I am. I'm actually a crazy cat lady.
No shit. You literally have conversations with your cat.
Yes, I do actually have conversations with my cat. You are absolutely right.
I have conversations with Han Solo too, except I meow at him and he meows back. So
Chloe meows back too. It's like she understands what I'm saying.
Yeah,
exactly. Where's that picture? I'm trying to find a picture.
When I meow at my cat, I just like fucking. She just looks at me weird. Like, well, fine.
Chloe understands me.
Yeah, she's the only person that. It's the only thing that does.
Eh. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes, right, Chloe? Yeah. Meow. You agree? Yeah. Now I just got to figure out a more provoking topic for chicks versus dicks. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do that. You know, so we can have a real, you know, gimmick, real
Just-
awesome gimmick.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Hell,
It'll just take some time and research, like on my end. I don't know.
You could do like a quiz thing, I guess. I don't know.
oh, we could do a quiz thing.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun, actually.
What size of penis do you like? There we go. That works.
I think if I
That
said
doesn't
most
work.
men would be upset.
That doesn't work though,
Why not?
because I'm not a fan of penis.
Who says we're gonna ask you about that?
I like
Yeah,
mine.
but Scotsman, don't you like your own penis?
Yeah, I like my penis. I like playing with my penis, but that's about it.
Well, there you go. Just play with yourself, and that's all you have to do. For now.
I think you should help Scotty love his penis. You think you can do that for me, buddy?
You're on your own.
Oh, we got a dog and a cat from Green Thunder.
Yeah, that's my big cat on top of my cousin's wiener dog in clothes basket.
I was
The
gonna say,
wiener
why
dog
don't I
likes
stop
to
sharing
bury
so
itself
other
in clothes
people-
basket.
Other people can see it. Why don't I stop sharing so other people can? There you go.
We're just selling animals now, are we?
Yeah. Because I
Because, I
fucked
mean-
up my awesomeness, so now I gotta work on it some more.
Maybe you need some sleep.
Maybe. I have to go shopping tomorrow, which is like a girl's best friend.
Does that mean nicking in the shopping trolley again, does it?
Well, are you in college tomorrow all day?
No, I've got nothing to do tomorrow.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are totally gonna get a phone call because I totally have to go shopping tomorrow. I don't want to, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Chucker, did you send me a photo?
A phone
Yeah,
call on
just sent you a
Discord.
picture of a really cute
Just a
cat.
general phone call.
Scotty,
Did you
Blind
just
Girl's
send me
Alright, I'm
calling
going
you
to stop
out.
sharing
a
now.
cat? Really?
Huh?
You sent me a picture of a freaking cat? Like I can see it.
Yeah, but you watch videos of like cute animals you can't see, so
Yeah, but he now had to tell me he just sent the picture. He didn't send a description or nothing.
I see. Are you gonna call me on Discord or Facebook or just a general phone call?
Probably Facebook, because A, Facebook is free for you, and B, it's better than Discord.
Yeah, probably best then. If I'm awake and not doing anything, I'll answer.
You're not gonna be awake just for me?
What time in the morning are you planning here?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I said I was awake just for you this morning. Like when I checked Discord for like 2 seconds this morning, seeing that you replied. And
Whoa.
I would have gone back to sleep, but I saw you replying to me, so I thought I'll be nice and stay awake.
Guys,
I did feel like just for you.
interesting news. Meryl Streep suggests we stop using the term toxic masculinity. It's harmful to boys. Plus, she says women can be pretty fucking toxic. Huh, out of Meryl Streep. That is really interesting.
Have you
Sorry.
seen what she looks like?
Yes, but she's like
Have you?
very
I saw what she looks like on
liberal.
one. In the, oh,
That's why I'm surprised
she
she
looks
said
like she passed away a while back.
that. Maybe it's her clone.
What Cryptic says, Scotty can touch my penis anytime, no homo. Tell me if I can find it. You're Asian. It's too small.
Okay then.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, just something caught my attention. Squirrel. Chilling. Yeah, do that.
It's up to me. Not sure tomorrow. I'm doing college shit tomorrow. But it's up to me. Because I'm in college, but that means I'm working on college stuff while at home.
Good luck with that, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fail, but
No, don't think like that. You can do it.
no. There comes a point where you have to accept reality.
I know, and I've been in those classes where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty much failing this test, but
When you have to
just
beg
be
for
optimistic.
reseat, when you have to start to beg for reseat, you pretty much failed. You just belong in the inevitable at this point.
Scotty,
Just keep
I'm going
being
to give you some
optimistic.
advice that's helped me get my degree. You know what it's called?
What?
It's called fake it till you make it.
And
So just keep faking it.
persistence.
Yes. So just keep
Persistence,
faking it
persistence.
with persistence. Keep faking it with persistence, and you'll eventually make it.
Absolutely.
One thing I learned is work.
I'm just going.
Is work smart. No,
I'm asking everyone to.
You agree?
I'm asking everyone to go over to the link that I just posted in the description. Or not description.
Over there because fuck that guy.
I'll be headed over there shortly. I have to put the kiddos to bed.
Oh, same. I'll be heading there in a little bit.
Meh.
Yeah. By the way, I just put the picture the cat picture that I sent to Blind Girl. Just put in the side chat. So. All right. So we ready, Blind Girl?
Oh wait, what? What was I? What am I supposed? What?
Wow, really?
Okay, something caught my
And she
eye.
talks about it. And she talks about us getting sidetracked. What do y'all say? Wow.
Critic, you call me a big Fargo, but you're the one that.
Yeah, I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pumpkin Trucker channel, almost daily dash cam, starting back up around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Going to usual place, Springfield, Pennsylvania. As y'all saw today, there was a couple accidents and a whole lot of rain. But then you look, there's going to be more of that tomorrow, so why not? Come check it out. And then the side note as well, come back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. EST, midnight GMT, same time, same channel, where you might actually get to hear Math Queen say, absolutely fucking nothing.
I'm not going to say nothing. Exactly. You're exactly right.
Don't piss on the shower curtain. That's what you're supposed to say.
Oh,
yeah. Don't piss on the shower curtain.
Or just make up something.
Stop throwing crap off the windshield. Or
there you go.
Wipe front to back if you're a lady.
And don't fuck the cat.
I mean it.
Then
okay.
On in public, please. Pants on in public.
Yeah, no one.
And not the see-through kind where we can see all of it. Please, unless you're hot.
No walking in public.
Oh, how about this? Flesh-colored yoga pants do nobody any justice.
Nope.
Oh God.
That's a good one.